Hello and welcome to ID 10 Tango, where two idiots tell you about the world and ask questions that you've just always wanted to ask. So, relax and just fucking sit there while we delve into idiocracy. Woo! To ID 10 Tango.
Hello.
We're here with Sean and Spoon, and we are going to be talking about some interesting stuff. But before I do this, did you know that slugs have 14,000 teeth?
Really?
Slugs have 14,000 teeth.
Where?
Which
in their mouth?
In their mouth, probably,
or down their body. I mean, they could eat something. They could eat things weird.
It is true. But that's the thing. I think that you could call a girl a slug or a guy a slug if they're giving you a blowjob with teeth.
That's actually really painful, and I hate it.
Yeah, it's horrible. But speaking of slugs,
I'm not going to stop them.
Speaking of slugs, which are very slow and lazy, let's talk about millennials.
Hey, stop! We're both millennials.
That's true. What do you think makes a millennial? Like, do you know the years?
No. I think, what is it, like 15 to 31? I have no idea.
No. Well, no, I was talking like the actual, like 1900.
Oh, no.
No,
I thought it was just like age group. Like I start like in between these, and then it moves forward as time goes on.
No, it doesn't. It's 1980 to 2000. Those are technically considered millennials.
So
it's a 20-year thing. So
from 17 to
like
however
30
something math
37.
17 to 37, then it would be 18. Okay.
Yeah. So really, if you think about it, most of the millennials are like definitely adult age. So you can't really be pissed off at kids anymore. They're just dickheads.
Right. So what are they called?
I don't know. I didn't actually look that up, but I mean, I could.
We're not going to because we don't care.
I don't really care. But so yeah, that's millennials, man.
So here's the thing: when I first heard the term millennial, I didn't know it was an age group.
I thought it was like.
I thought it because like the first time I heard it was about the time when the election started. And it got really big between Trump and Hillary. It's the first time I started hearing like the term millennial more and more and more.
Yeah,
that was me.
Yeah, I know.
So and honestly, like every time I heard millennial, I always saw like the trigger girl.
Yeah,
I always had like half her. So I thought, or the man bun dude,
and
that's what I always associated with. So I was at the store with my dad one day. And somebody around my age did something that pissed him off, and he goes, "You and your stupid millennials." I was like, "Excuse me? Don't you dare insult me like that." He's like, "What? That's what you are."
Yeah.
And I was like, "No, I'm not." He's like, "No, it's literally from like..."
It's literally your generation.
He's like, "It's from the ages of like 16 to whatever, and then so on and so forth." And I've never been so... I was triggered. I was offended. I was like, "How dare you?" And he's like, "No, that's just what you are."
Well, that's the thing, is if you think about it, people get millennial mixed up with liberals a lot,
and that's where I was going wrong.
Yeah,
because I had never heard the term millennial before. So every time I did, it was associated with like the modern liberals that are pansies.
Yeah, exactly, and it's one of those things where it's...
And shout out to the liberals who want.
Yeah. Whoa. It's crazy that that's just an age thing. I had no idea that I was considered a millennial. I had no idea. I just thought I was,
a human being.
Well, no, I technically thought I was like on the cusp of Generation X still. But then that wouldn't make any sense because my mom's Generation X, and that'd just be kind of...
Yeah, you can both be
I mean, we both could be, just because if it's a 20-year thing.
Yeah.
But she'd have to be at like the beginning of the 20 years, and I'd have to be at the end, which is possible because my mom was like 18 when she got pregnant.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, like, that puts a whole like spin on what you believe millennials.
You mean the fidget spin?
well, we'll get there. We'll get there. But no, I think it's crazy. And this is what, I was doing some research actually on this. Actual research.
Actual research?
Actual research.
I was going to spout things out. But...
And according to some newspaper thing that I found online.
Because you don't actually feel like citing it.
Yeah, I forgot what it was. There are 12 different types of millennials.
Hmm?
Yep.
Really?
There are 12 different ones. There's the nostalgic ones that are more like hipsters. So they go back and I'm a Dapper Dan man, damn it. And they use the pomade that they only use that certain pomade that's old as hell. You know what I mean? Like they're retro. The vintage retro hipster shit.
They're gonna buy the new old vinyl record players.
Yeah, shit like that.
They're new. They're like 2010 made, but they look like they're back from 1945.
But that's the thing is that I was looking at it and some of it did make sense, but then they had like the college dropout ones. Or the ones with...
They're getting into, like, huge categories.
That's the thing. They got into, like, such a massive category that it was, like, you could be easily a couple of these. Because if, let's say I do like using a pomade that was made back in, the 60s or something like that, why would I want, could I be a hipster and, like, a dropout? Like, I can't remember what they called it. But that's the thing. You can't really label something and say that there's 12 of them and not allow them...
So I was thinking when I first started thinking about it was that there would be two categories, not 12.
Yeah.
Because 12 like the college dropout and like the old vintage style thing, that carries a lot of things. That carries a lot of different subcategories. I was thinking one or two. So when I first heard of it, like I said, I thought of like all the liberal people.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm not one of them. I don't identify with them. I don't even hang out with them. Those kind of people.
Yeah.
So, like, that's not who I associate myself with. So I was like, generally the type of people I associate myself with are more like me, where they're like more Trump, conservative, libertarian.
Yeah.
So it's like there's got to be like two different categories because.
But that's the thing is it. There's no way you could consider those two categories because that's just a political thing at that point. So
it's also a way of life too.
Well,
no, because a lot of people nowadays kind of want things handed to them.
And
I literally read an article about, or listened to another podcast about a girl that basically started the GoFundMe because she wanted $12 million to easily live off the rest of her life.
Nice.
So they called her.
Why did I not think of this?
To get a GoFundMe?
For $12 million to live off the rest of my life. You're damn right.
Right. But there's that, and there's people who's gonna work for $100,000 for over the next 10 years.
Yeah.
But I don't really know where to go with this. It's annoying to see people who work like in our group that'll work their ass off for $100,000 in 3 years, and people who are just like, I'm not starting to GoFundMe.
I actually think that like the portion of generation that I'm in and the portion of generation that you're in are kind of the same. The younger they are, the younger and the older they are, right? They tend to work a lot harder and they're trying to get certain things done because they're in a generation gap. Mm-hmm. Like we were going off of what Generation X was doing, so they worked, blue collar jobs and stuff like that. But we're considered millennials because of our age and stuff like that. And there are certain things that we do that are millennial-ish.
Oh yeah, no, and definitely. I noticed it and I was like, oh crap, that's annoying. But I've just become so accustomed to it, I can't not do it.
And then the younger guys like you are trying to work hard. You're trying to do all this and this and this because you don't like the fact that you're considered millennials. So it's really that group in the middle that's trying to do a whole bunch of stuff as millennials, trying to get free stuff and stuff like that. But
vaping.
Are you ready for this? I think it's the parents' fault.
Right. So here's my thing too. I was actually about to go with that. I was actually about to go once you were done.
You were about to go
back to parenting.
You about to go outside? Catch me outside.
Because what's Generation X? 1960 to 1980.
I guess if it's 20 years, yeah.
So my mom was born just after that, in like 64.
She was born in 81?
No.
Oh.
No, in like 64, like right after
yeah.
And my dad's before that. My dad was born in 49.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah. And I don't know I don't know what group that is, but I have relatives.
I think that's the baby boomers, actually.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Actually. So I have older parents, and I think my grandmother was born in the 20s. No, early 30s, late 20s.
Yeah.
So I was raised by them. So my mom was born in the 60s, and her parents were born in the 30s.
Yeah.
So she was raised by parents who were born in the 30s. I was raised by a mom that was born in the 60s, and it kind of just passed its way down. And my dad was born in the 40s, had parents born in the 20s and 30s.
Yeah.
And that passed down to him, which then passed down to me. So I have like 3 or 4 different generations of parenting coming my way that don't coincide at all with like millennials' way of parenting and whatnot.
Yeah.
Whereas you see the kids now that aren't millennials are strongly raised by parents who are millennials, or
technically they wouldn't be millennials, but yeah.
1980.
Like I said, it'd have to be like someone who's 37 and another kid who's 17 or 18.
Yeah, like 1980s, they're starting to have young kids now.
Yeah, they are, but I think the thing is that we can't, like, I'm talking blaming Generation X for how they raised the millennials. So, I do want to say this. I think millennials and baby boomer generations are kind of like, oh, let's give them a nickname. As we're Generation X have the coolest name. Yo, we're Generation X. X to the Z exhibit.
And you see, but
I just think that's cooler.
Where's their gap in raising millennials? Because their parents had to have been born in the baby boomers.
They probably were, yeah. So they were probably born in the baby boomers, so you're like your dad's age and stuff like that. So what they were, your dad's pretty hardcore dude, isn't he? Pretty strict.
Yeah.
Yeah. So think about it. You have 20 years of these people being just, and it's, if it's too strict, what happens? You start rebelling. That's why the 80s were such a big thing. You know what I mean? The 70s and 80s were so big as rebelling. And then they started having their own children. And they're like, well, I don't want to be as strict as my parents. I don't want to be my parents. When your parents are probably pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, like, I would kind of want to raise like my parents.
Oh, yeah. My parents were great.
They weren't strict, like extremely strict.
No.
But they had rules that if I broke it.
Yeah, but that's the thing is nowadays the people are like, oh, I remember in high school or middle school or elementary school or preschool or technical school or school.
Okay, that was a lot of schools.
But I remember not getting picked for the team. I remember I never won a trophy. I remember that I never got anything that I wanted, which is bullshit. You probably got some stuff that you wanted. You just didn't get everything you wanted. And I think that's where it comes into effect, because I think that the people now are trying to be like, I'm going to give my kid anything they want. No, don't give your kid anything they want. First off, they're not even doing chores yet. They don't deserve them. Make them work for that kid, right? And that's where that trophy thing comes in.
Did you ever read the article about the gym teacher that got fired because he wouldn't give trophies to everybody?
No, I had a different gym teacher.
Oh no, it wasn't anywhere local.
He got fired for a different reason.
Oh yeah, so did my priest.
He touched a lot of trophies.
Yeah, so did my priest. But no, I swear I remember because everybody was so in that mentality where everybody gets a trophy.
Mm-hmm.
And this gym teacher was like, no, screw that. They didn't win. They didn't win the hockey game, so they're not going to get the trophy.
Yep.
And the principal was like, okay, bye.
Well, that's where parents are the absolute worst. I understand it takes a village to raise a family, or to raise a child. That's the saying. And it does. You do need a whole support group and stuff like that. And if you have a very good support group, it will. But what the hell gives you the right to say that every student gets a trophy if they didn't win? What if I want my son to learn that lesson? Or my daughter to learn that lesson? Or my gay son or gay daughter to learn that lesson?
I don't even like it now. So here, it just happened last year when we were playing, when we had our flag football team.
Yeah.
And granted, we came in first and won everything.
Yeah.
But they didn't allow me to play a lot. I don't know why. Probably because I wasn't great, but it was also it was unfair how much they let me play. So in the end, we got the trophies and they gave me one, and I was like, I didn't fucking play. I don't want it, so I threw it in my closet.
Well, that's the thing is that you're part of a team.
But I didn't feel like I deserved it. I want to feel like I've earned something. I didn't feel like I earned that trophy. All I did was show up and they never let me play, so it's like...
Yeah, I think that's where it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things. It's you're part of a team, and that's like if you think about it. Like when I was growing up, it was all hey, this is a team effort. This is a team effort. You're not an individual. This is a team effort, and I think with Millennials, I think you just might have showed something. Was to them, it's if you didn't do anything.
You're still part of the team.
You're still part of the team, but that was more like towards my generation. You're part of a team, even if you didn't do much, you still contributed. But that's the thing. If you're over here like, I didn't do anything, so
I didn't
you made it
a trophy.
But you made it an individual effort. You see what I'm saying?
No,
instead of a team effort.
Not
because even if you didn't do much, did you play?
No, not really.
Did you play at all? Did you play any downs?
Yeah.
There you go. Anything that you did was a team effort. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I mean, like, it got to the point where, like, in the entire time we played, I never caught the ball. I never got a chance to catch the ball. I never even touched it the entire time we played. They kind of just throw me out there because I was the extra dude.
What was your position?
Wherever they wanted me.
Oh man, you're a flex player.
Yeah, like, but that's the thing though. Is like I never touched the ball. I never got to throw the ball.
Yeah.
Like, all they did was kind of put me on defense when there weren't enough people on the team. So literally, I was kind of just like, oh shit, we don't have enough people. Let's throw Frayne in there. So so at the end, I was like, they were like, hey, you played here for trophy. I was like, why? Why? You guys know as well as I do. You didn't allow me to play unless you absolutely needed me.
Yeah, I think that's just bad coaching. Bad coaching. You get everyone in there. Yeah, you get everyone in there. So, because I mean, I've coached teams. I've got everyone in there. You know what I mean? So that they did feel part of a team. And each person has something they can bring to a team. Even if they're garbage. Nothing says they can't, take someone out or block someone. You can block it, you know what I mean? If you can figure it out.
I mean, maybe that's just my point of view in being a little bit over salty about how it all went down. And maybe I did do a lot more than I thought I did.
Well, I mean, over salty, they do call you the Saltine. That is your nickname. So,
I wouldn't doubt it for a second.
Because you a salty ass crackle.
I wouldn't doubt that for a second. Everybody's always like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, this is just my face.
Yeah. It's just me, motherfucker.
This is just me.
Oh, man. But yeah, I think that millennials are probably gonna be running the world. I'm talking soon. Because
God, I hope not.
Just depends on which ones you get there, Sean.
That's true.
Remember, there's 12. But I did so this list, and I got a little triggered. I'm not gonna lie, got a little triggered.
How many categories did you fall under, and why did you get triggered?
I didn't really fall under too many of them other than the dropout or whatever. But I didn't drop out. I just never went to college. So it had.
So it doesn't count.
Well, it had like 3 or 4. No, because it's like not higher education stuff like that. There was like 2, 3, maybe 4 different categories that were all about just being a mom. But there was no millennial dads. And that's the thing that pissed me off, because if you look now, there are more dads taking care of their children now than there were in any other generation.
Right.
Easily.
Because it was always kind of like the mother's role to do...
It was the mother's role, but the thing is that dads nowadays are actually taking a much larger role in their family. Because women can get out there and actually work now. You know what I mean? Because before that wasn't the norm.
Right.
At all.
No.
So, I think that that's one thing. I do think that masculinity has gone down a little bit.
Yep. Yeah. Ask a dude to change his own oil, that probably won't happen.
Yeah.
Not any dude, but...
Not any dude, but I mean, I do believe masculinity's gone down a little bit, which is whatever, because I mean, look at the 80s.
Yeah.
I mean, Prince but he's still goddamn bitches. To all the bitches out there, I apologize for calling you bitches.
Hashtag Sean's dick. Sorry, I had to drop that in there.
Yeah, you had to.
Yeah, but it hasn't gone completely down. I still know plenty of dudes that are dudes.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not saying
But it also goes the other way, where I know plenty of girls that are more dudes than half some guys I know.
Yeah, but I mean that's the thing because like being gay is more of a part of life than most of the times in the world. With the exception of the Romans. The Romans. The Romans used to have a saying. It was, men are for pleasure, women are for babies.
That's still a part, it's like I was saying, in some countries now.
In some countries, yeah, but the weird part is, in those countries, it's illegal to be gay.
Yeah, that's what...
Like, that doesn't make any freaking sense.
It's not gay, it's pleasure.
Well, I guess, but
I
don't know, it's just crazy. I think it's absolutely ass backwards.
Bass backwards.
Yeah, bass backwards.
Bass backwards. We are in Boston over here.
Boston.
We drink from bubblers.
Yeah, get Jimmy's ice cream. But I want to go back to something. I think that millennials are extorting the next generation and other millennials. How do I know this?
Yeah, I wanted like an example or something.
You want to know?
Because off the top of my head, I can't really think of...
Fidget spinners.
Okay.
Think about it. What the fuck do they do?
Nothing.
Exactly.
But I've seen people who aren't part of our generation fidget spinning, so...
That's because they want to be a part of our generation. They're trying to be cool like the millennials. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dab, 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 dab.
Dab, 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 dab.
But fidget spinners are...
What were they originally designed for? To help kids concentrate?
To help kids, like, concentrate and relieve stress or something like that, because they're able to just focus on one thing. Spinning the damn thing.
The original. I used to wrestle my pencils.
You used to wrestle your pencils?
Yeah, I used to take
two pencils
and wrestle each other. Like, boom!
I was thinking you were, like, RKOing pencils.
Oh, no.
And like,
I would take my pencils and RKO them with each other. But I'd be in like, in school, like, 619ing pencils with pencils.
Well, that's the thing.
Fidget spinner.
That's the thing is, you were not paying attention in class, as where this is supposed to help them pay attention.
No, they're not, because you're watching their fidget spinner.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but maybe they're learning it through auditory learning. But I think that they've figured out, like, oh, okay, cool, we're going to run with this ADHD thing, and we're going to run with this ADD thing, and we're just going to use it to our advantage, and we're going to make fidget spinners, we're going to make fidget boxes, we're going to make...
Because everybody has ADHD now.
Well, everyone's got it because it's their mothers say they have it. Which is another problem with Generation X, because they're overprotective.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, my son can't concentrate."
I think between the two generations, you have a lot of self-diagnosed and home diagnosed things. Like,
exactly.
Like home diagnosed ADHD, self-diagnosed depression, self-diagnosed anxiety. And I'm
not hating on depression.
Right, because I mean I've seen where it can go because they didn't get help. But I'm just saying, like, if you think there's something wrong with you, go get help.
Go to the doctor.
Go see somebody and don't post about it on Facebook.
Yeah. I
don't believe about your anxiety on Facebook, where if I were to talk to you in person, you're like, oh yeah, I just got back from the doctor's today, and then you're like, oh shit.
Well, that's the thing is, like, everyone's like, oh, I have anxiety. So why are you telling everyone you have anxiety on Facebook?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that make you anxious to see what everyone says? Or is it a need that you have to see what people say about you?
Yeah.
That's what I think it all is.
I don't believe that you have anxiety. I think you're anxious about something.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But
there's probably something going on in your life, probably bills.
I don't care. I don't feel the need to read it on Facebook and hear what you have to say about it.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I think that we overshare as millennials. I think it's become just a thing where if you don't share your life and you don't make it something that it's actually not, then you're not living, which doesn't make any sense. No.
I honestly, I've never had greater pleasure than having almost nobody know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I don't want them to know. that my whole year away, my whole year away in Greenland, I posted very minimally about what I was doing, where I was. If it was anything, it was just pictures of Greenland or with my friends.
Well, that was also because you were living in the World of Warcraft at the time, I believe. So.
Skyrim, actually.
Oh, I apologize.
Skyrim. I was up in Windhelm.
Yeah, that one place.
Yeah, that one place. But no, it's like, and then I've also, like, just recently I've gone through and deleted, like, more than half of my friends off Facebook, and I still don't post anything, and like, I get great pleasure out of nobody knowing what's going on in my life.
Yeah.
Because they don't need to know. And it reciprocates where I don't need to know that your anxiety, you want anxiety pills or whatever.
Yeah. I think that, oh God, we are totally overpilled.
Yeah, that too, but if you think you actually have something wrong with you, you should go get checked out.
Yeah, you should.
And your sad emojis on Facebook aren't going to fix it.
I think the thing is that people don't realize if it is like a disease, depression and stuff like that, it is like a disease. But the more you actually don't get help naturally and you focus just on pills, it will still get used to it. And then eventually your depression will keep going until you have to go to higher pills. It's the same thing with like the common cold.
And you become addicted, and then
it's the same thing with the common cold and the flu and stuff like that. If you keep using like these huge prescriptions, eventually will get used to it to the point where those prescriptions won't work anymore. I try to do like not necessarily an all natural thing, but if I give it like 3-4 days to go away by itself, and I just eat healthy and
if I have
flush
a cold,
the system, stay by the toilet so I can go take a pooper, and then
if I have a cold, I don't take maybe I'll take like a sleeping pill or whatever, just so I can like actually like sleep and recover my body.
Yep.
I'll start taking natural stuff like more vitamin D, vitamin C,
vitamin D,
vitamin C, maybe an ibuprofen or two, just as like a extra help.
When you're in the military, you only get Motrin, so don't even try.
Yeah.
Only Motrin.
Because none of these things are something to take lightly too. But
oh, absolutely.
So here's my thing though: is like I've known people with depression.
Yeah.
They don't say anything.
No, they keep it to themselves. They don't put it on fucking Facebook.
They keep it to themselves, and that's where it goes. Where it goes from there.
Yeah.
But neither of them were like, oh hell, like it was just kind of, yeah. I don't really want to go further into it.
They weren't going, help me, Obi-Wan.
Yeah, they weren't.
You're my only hope.
They weren't seeking for attention.
Yeah. By the way, I just watched Rogue One.
Did you?
Oh my God, that is such a good movie.
Yeah, everybody keeps telling me, but I haven't actually sat down and watched it.
I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'll finally watch it because I was like, okay, they're kind of going a little overboard with some of the Star Wars stuff because it's coming out too quick. It's the same thing with Marvel movies. They're coming out too quick. Mm-hmm. Watched it. Instantly one of my favorites.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about
Rogue
One.
It was so good. I want to name my child Rogue One.
You do you.
That's another thing. I'm getting tired of these fucking millennials coming up with stupid ass names and how to spell them. Dustin Dilbeck, Dustyn. That's fucking wrong.
I'll call him right now. You can tell him.
I'll fucking punch him in his face. Redneck face.
I was with him last night.
Were you?
Yeah.
Getting that vitamin D?
No, we were getting that vitamin C.
Ew, that's gross.
No, we were actually just at the pond fishing.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. Or Ladasha, L-A-A.
Oh yeah, Sharkeisha, bro. Sharkeisha was her real name. Sharkeisha.
Like S-H-A-R-K-I-S-H-A?
I guess, I don't know. But that's the thing is, like, and it's moving on to where I don't know how to spell names anymore.
Yeah.
I'm very nervous. And it's one of those things.
Yeah, they're such simple names.
And I honestly just figured out how to spell Michael because I keep spelling it Michelle.
There's like 8 different ways to spell it.
I know, it fucks me up. I actually had a friend. His name was Matthew, and his dad spelled it wrong instead of M-A-T-T-E-W or however it's supposed to be.
H-E-W.
H-E-W, yeah.
Mm.
He spelled it M-A-T-H-E-W.
Yeah.
Math.
Math.
So we used to math. Get over here.
Mathu.
Matthew. Yeah.
That's how my dad doesn't have a middle name.
Really?
Yeah. When they were doing his birth certificate, they forgot to put one.
What?
Yeah, it's the same as mine. And like that's what they wanted it to be. They wanted it to be Patrick.
Yeah.
But they didn't put it.
Fuck it. I actually saw an article the other day asking people to stop calling their child Michael. And it was written by a guy named Michael. He's like, there are too many of us.
Yeah.
Choose another name. There's more Michaels in the world than there are it was like crazy. It was like John and something else combined. There are so many Michaels, which proves that I think Muhammad is number 2 now.
Really?
I think it's Mikey.
Mikey
the Muhammad.
Mikey the Muhammad.
Yeah.
So so it's Michael, and then what are some common? I know Lynn is a common middle name. Lynn or Marie.
Lynn is definitely one. I don't know common middle names because I've only ever really dealt with mine. Everyone always thinks it's Kevin, but it's not.
Keith.
It's Keith. Yeah, my dad has the same middle name also.
Yeah, I think for girls, what I've noticed is Marie or Lynn.
Yeah, my mom's middle name is Lynn. My brother's middle name is Lynn. Lynn. Yeah. And then Ray.
Ray for guys?
Ray for girls.
Oh, for girls.
R-A-E.
That's my cousin's name, but I don't hear that too much.
My brothers have some of the best middle names.
Like what?
We'll talk to one later. I actually asked him about the Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Okay.
So their first names are both William. That's how my stepdad rolls. His dad's name is William. His name is William. My 2 brothers are named William.
What the fuck?
But they go by their middle names. Except for my grandfather. He goes by Papa Willie. But, so my dad, like my stepdad, his name is Kane, which is awesome. Right? And then you have my brothers Creed and Sinjin Kai. Yep. He told me he was named after a volleyball player. Or a soccer player. One of them. I can't remember. But that's a badass name.
Hey, yo, Sinjin Kai.
Dude, I call him Sinjin all the time. I never called him William. I literally call him Sinjin. Actually, I talked to him yesterday, and he said something, and I was like, Sinjin Kai. He's like, you used my second middle name? But
always had so the second middle name kind of throws me off sometimes too.
Yeah.
Because you don't know.
Yeah.
Especially when they're young. Because I heard the other day, I always thought she just had one middle name, and I heard the 2. I was like, well, which is it?
It's crazy.
It's hyphenated.
I think that's more towards a like Hispanic families.
That has something to do with their last names, though.
Yep. A lot of them will.
Like
So
a family tradition.
My ex-wife, she had 2 middle names because her mother's last name was part of her middle name.
Right.
So that it would carry on or something like that. Which that makes sense.
Yeah. I read something about it in my Spanish class, but I don't remember.
Oh, because it was in Spanish, and you couldn't read it.
No, it was Spanish history, and we had to do I don't remember why I read it. It was just part of the class.
Oh, so it was just about the Alamo.
No.
And Pancho Villa.
No.
Yeah. Oh man, we got way off topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about millennials.
Yeah, I actually had an idea of what to say and I forgot it.
Oh, well that sucks to be you because that's a normal millennial thing to do. By the way, do you think millennials cook like some good ass food? Like they're very driven in the culinary institutions.
In the liberal arts. There should be a lot of authors and food coming up.
Well, I'm hoping there's a lot of food.
A lot of baristas.
A lot of baristas. That's very true. A lot of baristas. Too many baristas.
I just remembered what I wanted to say about the millennial topic.
Okay.
Why does everything have to have a deeper meaning?
Oh, yeah.
So, and it brought it up with the names. So they'll name their child some weird-ass name, and it'll have some deep meaning to it.
I have a story about this, actually.
You have a story.
From Faye.
From Faye.
Yep. So
Hi,
Faye. She runs, like, she does this thing where there's, like, I don't know how many people there are. I think there's thousands. Probably 1,000 or some. So she runs this whole area, like, in England. And this guy called up, and I can't remember his name, but he's like, you will not talk to me like that. I am a shining star. He's like, in my country, my name means shining star. I will shine so bright for this country, or for this company. And it's like, calm the fuck down.
Dude, put your dick away.
Yeah, like, do you know what your name stands for? Like what Sean stands for?
Absolutely
What
not.
it means?
Nope.
Dustin stands for Valiant Fighter.
No.
Which means I'm like a berserker because I go out and Valiant Fighter normally means someone who's probably going to die.
I mean, from what I could gather, my parents had 2 names they liked. If I was a girl, I was going to be Cara Beth.
Sean meaning name. Ooh, in Hindi, I should have done that one. Irish meaning. The name Sean is an Irish baby name. The Irish in the meaning name is Sean. Sean is Irish God is gracious. Gift from God. You're a gift from God, Jonathan.
Well, I don't know if my dad or mom actually looked that up to figure that out. I think they just liked it.
I had to go with Hindi because it looked really cool. Oh, it's just... Oh, they didn't have it meaning. Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah, because my name's spelled in...
S-H-O-N. Sean.
Sean.
That actually makes
Well,
a
no,
lot of sense.
my
That
name-
makes a lot of sense, actually.
My name's spelled the Irish way, not the normal stupid way.
Wait, how'd you spell it? S-E-A-N.
Yeah, S-E-A-N.
C-N.
Yeah, the Irish normal way, not this Americanized S-H-A-U-N.
Well, we're Americans, and
Well,
we could
S-E-A-N is the better way.
and we could spell it however we want. That's the millennial way and the American way. Because fuck them.
My name is where I'll take the Irish pride of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Well.
That's it. But it's not even just names though. It's everything.
Oh, they do everything.
It's everything.
Everything's
This
got a different
tree.
meaning. Yeah.
What does this tree mean to you? I don't know. Shade and pollen.
Well, it's like I want to go do one of those. I want to go do one of those like paint nights where you drink and you paint and shit like that. And I like no matter what I'm doing, I'm going to put like a dinosaur or a ninja in there. And if someone asks like, "Oh, why'd you put that in there? You know, what kind of meaning does that have?" I literally will just go because I like fucking dinosaurs and ninjas.
Yeah.
There's no meaning.
Put something close to your heart. It's like I don't know that the wall I put up. Is
Pull something close to your heart. I have to draw ribs.
Oh jeez, I put up a pretty metaphorical wall.
I don't put up walls. I believe in open spaces and shining faces.
I believe in fences and staying away.
Yeah. So, well, that's millennials.
That is.
I think we covered a lot.
We did cover a lot. A lot of that's been on my mind, and
I'm glad.
how triggered I was.
You were very
When my
triggered.
dad first called me a millennial, and I was like, what did you just say to me?
Well, I think it's crazy that I'm considered a millennial, and I was not prepared for it. Had no idea.
No, I had no
I
idea
thought I was on the cusp.
I always, every time I heard it, it was always with like the stereotypical like liberal
Yeah.
uprising.
Yeah. So, yeah. That's millennials. I think we did cover a lot. I think we taught our listener, probably the one, that
Yeah,
who's a millennial. He now knows.
Yeah, or she.
And
Or
what
she.
if they thought, "Oh, I'm not a millennial," and they go, "Oh my God, they blew my mind. I was born in 1982. I'm a millennial."
Well, what if that ruins their life?
It won't ruin their life because they're here and they're with us.
Well, what if they start posting on Facebook about their...
Here's the thing. I'll put it out there. The first person to say they're a millennial on either Instagram or Facebook, or they send it to us at id10tango@hotmail.com, right? The first person to say they're a millennial, I'll send them a bandana.
You'll be a guest on our show!
Yeah, you'll probably be a guest on our show too. We'll probably call you up and say something. But yeah, we're going to give you a bandana. I will send you a bandana. The first person to say I'm a millennial.
Dab, 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 dab.
Dab, dab, dab. But I got to go take a dump, so we're going to have to pause. Bye. Hello, and thanks for sticking with us. Now is the part of the show where we ask each other questions that are just dumb as fuck. But you just want to know, don't you? So let's do it.
I know.
We are back.
I'm well aware of what we're doing.
Oh my god. Alright, shut up, bird! So we are back. And we're going to be doing some questions. Getting some answers.
What kind of questions?
Well, let's start off with just a weird question.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So you have been sexually active for a while now.
Sure, we'll say that.
Let's pretend. And so you've been sexually active for a while now, and for some reason it's just like you're not able to get off. Something's wrong. You're not feeling it, so you start experimenting a little bit. So you're experimenting, and you come to find out, you come to the realization that it is a inanimate object that if you look at it or you touch it will stimulate you.
Are you talking about if I just touched a table, I would jizz everywhere?
I'm going to ask you, what would that object be?
A lamp.
A lamp? Because it's already by your bed, or
because it's by my bed,
you love
right?
lamp,
and you can get a good grip on it. So if you're going at it with a girl, you're like, okay, it's been a good amount of time. You grab a firm hold of that lamp.
Yeah, they move a lot.
So take it with you. You're just gonna grab a firm hold of that, and you're gonna rock it, and you're gonna rock her, and it's gonna be a good.
Okay, so you go over to her house, and you've been there before. You've scouted out. There's no lamps. What do? Are you gonna fake it? You gonna fake an orgasm?
If she's skinny, you just grab her arm and pretend it's a lamp.
You'll know in your head. You know it.
It's very easy for me to pretend.
Now, is it a lamp? Or is it just a light source? It's a lamp, right? We're just gonna go
lamp, like the one behind you that has like just a simple lamp, simple desk lamp.
Oh, you mean the one behind me that has the black light on it?
Yeah, I thought.
Have we found your?
No, I thought it was
inanimate object.
I thought it was a purple light.
Oh, gotcha.
I thought it would be cool to have a purple light, but then it turned out it was a black light and I could see everything. So
yeah, that's sad.
That's gross.
That's
really gross.
I think I'd have to go with a clock.
A clock?
Yep. I think I'd have to go with a clock because time never stops, right? And everyone has a clock in their room or in their house. And half the time, it's just like decoration anyways.
Yeah?
So
how about a wall?
No, because then you'd be stimulated all the time. There's no way. You'd be just... every time you walked into a fork or, a wall, anywhere near with a wall, couldn't do it.
Okay.
I think a wall would be a little bit much.
Okay.
But I'd say a clock because everyone's got one in their room. Everyone.
So wait, so even if you look at a light pole, or a light, if it was a simple desk lamp, you'd get stimulated.
Yes.
So if we're like, damn, it's dark in here.
Well, you wouldn't know because there's no lamp.
Well, you have to grab the lamp, turn it on.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, you grab the lamp, turn it on, and stuff like that,
and then you're gonna jizz in your pantalones.
Well, maybe not jizz, but
you definitely get hard.
You definitely get hard.
You get a wicked hat.
Yeah, I think that's just a weird question. What would be the inanimate object?
Okay.
So I have a question for the people listening. If you guys get on Facebook or Instagram, tell us what inanimate object you would use to get hard or wet or stimulate yourself or go from 6 to midnight. Let us know. All right, Sean, you have a question?
I do have a question. It's based off your question.
Okay.
So let's...
Is it a true story? Is it based off a true story?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. You all know my life is boring, so hashtag Sean's dick. So let's say real life, right?
Real life.
You find it hard. You're finding it hard to get off to just regular sex.
Yes.
What would be either? So let's say you're finding it hard, or you meet a girl who's into some kinky stuff. Let's do that. You meet a girl who's into some kinky stuff.
Okay.
What's your cutoff? Where she's like, we're gonna do this, and you're just gonna be like,
Anything going up my butt.
Okay.
I think that's my cutoff. Just because, I poop a lot. So that's kind of like a sacred thing for me. You know what I mean? That's kind of like,
Listen, I don't want it to be any wider than it already is from me shitting very hard. But
what? So what if you're already at a certain point, and then she just like you're like ball gagged or whatever, and she just comes up and you can't do anything about it.
Yes, you can. Scissor sweep her to the ground.
You're tied
and
up.
Fight her.
You're tied up.
I'm not tied up. I'm tied up with a ball gag.
She's into some weird stuff.
So from some of the schools I've been to, I've learned that given the right amount of time and necessity, you can get out of a fucking rope.
Okay.
I would be out of that rope, so I'll break a fucking headboard.
So all right. So in all given circumstances, what would be your reaction if something went up your butt by your lover?
I'd scream.
Afterwards, so like you're untied, crying in the corner because you just got a dildo up your butt. What would then be your actions with her or just...
I think it would probably take a little bit of time, maybe a couple days, kind of fix myself up, kind of work myself out, make sure everything's all right, and then I probably that's a one-time thing, because if they respect you enough to not do that again, then you're good. But if they try it again,
what if you love her so much and that just what if you guys really love each other and she's like, it would really strengthen our relationship if I could constantly just peg you.
Well, we already love each other. You don't have to. Because that's the thing. That's the thing. If, like I said, if it happened one time, she was trying to get frisky, whatever, it happened one time, I understand. Shit happens, and literally I will probably shit everywhere. But,
So the love of your life.
Yeah.
Perfect in every other way. Wants to peg you more than once. You're done?
Yes, it's a trust thing. I can't trust them anymore. Because they know that that's not comfortable for me, and they don't want to they don't love me enough to allow me that. Yeah, I think that's it.
Would you let them finger or eat the booty?
No, just because I know what comes out of there. So okay. I don't want anyone to deal with that. I think that's just a normal thing. Yeah.
I just wanted to know where your line would be and what would happen if somebody crossed that line.
Yeah, I think it's a one-time thing, and then afterwards, unless you're in jail, that's not a one-time thing. You're just kind of screwed. You're literally
you should
fucked.
Well, I was gonna say you could keep the original and be like, you're literally screwed, but
yeah, true. Right, you have to choose left leg or right leg. You lose one.
I'd lose my left one.
You lose your left leg?
Mm.
Why?
I use my right for more often than not. Driving, braking, squatting.
Well, you should probably use both legs for squatting. That's just a recommendation from a non-weightlifter that weightlifts.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, like, I don't know, because right's my predominant side, so if I were to play baseball, I'd push off with this leg.
Yeah.
If I were to squat and, like,
working
out, I'd still want this leg to be big, and then I use this leg for driving and whatnot, so...
Yeah.
So if I were to lose my left one, it would kind of just be...
What would you do for a prosthetic? Because I already know what I would do. And I don't want to influence you, so you go first.
I'd do like a basic, like one of the, what do they have? The
one that looks like an actual leg?
No. Like the kind of like the plastic one.
Oh, like Derek White has?
Like Derek White has,
okay.
and I'd probably just pimp it out from there.
I would go straight up peg.
Why?
A fucking peg leg? How badass is that?
How's it on there?
It's on there with like straps and stuff. They kept them on whenever they were pirates. Clearly keep them on now. You see what I'm saying? And then, like, just like Barbosa, I can hide shit in it. Like a gun.
You could have pretty much a real, or not, it's not real obviously, but something close to a real leg.
Yes.
That'll support you in everything that you do in life, and you go with a peg leg that doesn't bend.
Yes, a peg leg that I can whittle, and I can make beautiful, and it would look like a table leg.
It doesn't bend, it's weak.
Don't care. It's not weak.
Your whittling is going to weaken it.
No, it wouldn't weaken it. What if I got bamboo?
You don't have a foot to stand on, literally.
Literally, but what if I got bamboo? Think about it. That's a very strong word.
What if your leg caught fire?
If my leg caught fire, it'd stop, drop, and roll. Some of us learned that in school. You millennial.
I learned too, you millennial.
But I think dude, peg leg would be so cool.
I don't know.
Peg leg would be so cool.
I go for like the like as real as it can get, so it can bend and support.
Yeah, I got a pirate joke. You want to hear it?
Butt stuff.
No.
You search for the booty.
No.
Okay, let's hear it.
You want to hear it? All right. So there's a pirate. He's on the seventh. He's out there pirating and stuff like that, and he goes into a pub because they're landlocked. Or he's on land now. Duh. Okay. So he goes into a pub. Yeah. Goes into a pub, and this kid's there with his parents because his dad, it's pirate times. His dad doesn't care, and the pirate walks in. He's got a peg leg. He's got a hook, and he's got an eye patch. And the little boy walks up. The pirate's, what do you want? And he goes, sir, how did you lose your leg? He goes, I was out there on the seven seas and it got shot off by a cannonball. So I put this bag on and I walk around. He's like, oh. Sir, how did you lose your hand? I was in a bad fight with a shark and it bit it off. Oh. Well, sir, how did you lose your eye? I looked up one day and a bird pooped in my eye. What? It was my first day with the hook. I love pirates. I love pirates so much. If I could go to any time frame in the world, it'd be pirates. Where would you go? That's a good segue. Fuck, I'm good.
Yeah, that joke was good but dry.
Yeah, they were on land.
Oh my god.
What time frame would you go to?
Time frame would I go to?
I'm really stuck between two. Because it'd either be pirate times. I would love to be a pirate. Or, and I'm glamorizing the shit out of pirates. I understand they were fucking horrible people. Or I would go medieval times, Crusader times and stuff like that.
I go back to the 1870s London.
Really?
London era.
A little Peaky Blinder action. A little gangster action over here. Okay.
That between that and the 1920s when cars started to first emerge and whatnot.
Yeah.
That would be a good time because prohibitions and stuff like that. But
I would straight up. Well, prohibition was.
Great Depressions.
Yeah.
Great anxieties.
Great anxieties.
The great anxiety attacks.
But man, don't you want to just go and it's Viking or frickin', it's just that time frame, and you go and you just frickin' have a battle axe and you go and just murder someone. Well, don't murder them, but you go and kill them good.
No.
Oh my god, I would totally want to do that, dude. I feel like so do you ever get the feeling that you missed the time that you should have been alive, or you're too early?
I think I missed it.
I feel like I would do so well in the apocalypse.
Would you, though?
I feel like I would.
I feel like everybody does.
I feel like, yeah, but they're not as awesome as me. I have plans.
I'm more awesome than you.
You're not more awesome than me.
Yeah. Well,
you literally just put your bandana on and we've been talking for almost 50 minutes now. How dare you?
Listen, you can't prove that.
I have video evidence.
No,
I wear a body cam. I'm like a cop.
Let me see it. Let me see.
You can't see it.
Let me see this video evidence.
You can't see it. I'm like a Russian car.
I bet you won't put it with this podcast. Holy crap, it's raining out.
It is coming down hard, hard like a dick.
She said.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
That was good questions.
Those are good questions.
Yeah. They're a little off tangent, but it's okay. So, we're going to take a little break.
Yeah.
We're going to come back. We're going to do Fuck, Marry, Kill with my brother.
Yeah, brother.
All right?
It's a brother from another mother.
It's a brother from another mother, technically, because he's my stepbrother.
Oh.
Bye.
Fuck, marry, kill. Fuck, marry, kill. Fuck, marry, kill. FMK! FMK! FMK!
Alright, cool. We are back, and we're going to be doing Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Fuck. Marry. kill. Fuck, marry, kill. Fuck, marry, kill.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Marry, kill.
Yeah. So I recorded this earlier with my brother, and I just wanted to see, because we didn't really have anyone else, and we've both done it, and I don't want to, get crazy. But let's remind the people who they are. So we have Harrison Ford,
Right.
Marilyn Monroe,
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
and Tim Allen.
Yep.
So those are our three choices. Remember, they're all in their prime. Now, I've already explained this to my brother, and we're going to just kind of run with the audio. And Sean, I want you to chime in whenever you feel like, because you haven't heard this yet.
Okay.
I have. I was not happy. All right, you ready?
Righteous.
Creed, I am here with you, and I am going to ask you the question we've all been asking. Fuck, marry, kill. Alright, so remember, all of these people are in their prime. What you believe their prime to be. Alright, you have Marilyn Monroe, Harrison Ford, or Tim Allen. Choose!
Well, Dustin, I'm pretty sure I have to say fuck Marilyn Monroe.
Understandable.
Mm-hmm. I understand that.
See, I'd probably have to say marry Tim Allen.
Yeah.
He's handy, and he can fix stuff. Be the only reason to keep him around.
I like Tim Allen.
I can't
kill
believe
their
this.
support because no one should be that damn cool. I'm sorry, no one should be that awesome.
Oh my god, how dare you?
I agree.
How
I
dare you?
I don't trust
Kill
him.
Harrison Ford because he's cool?
Y'all couldn't kill off Clint Eastwood, so I'm gonna kill off Harrison Ford.
That's why I killed Muhammad Ali last time. Alright, Creed, if you had to choose someone to be thrown in that mix, who would you choose? And why?
Do I get to replace someone, or would it just be four of them?
No, you've killed Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford is
He didn't
now
understand.
dead. You have to replace him. Jerk.
I'd probably have to say Gerard Butler.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Sexiest man alive. I can't deny that fact.
Wait, is that your gay celebrity crush?
Yeah, if I was gay, my celebrity crush would definitely be Gerard Butler. He has been that way for a while, yeah. Well, he did win Sexiest Man Alive.
Boy.
Can you deny the fact?
Alright, so my answer would have been the exact same.
My answer would not have been the exact same.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
Tim
yeah.
the Toolman Taylor would have been fucking dead.
No, Tim Allen would be the guy I married. Marilyn Monroe, obviously, because she was gorgeous. So that leaves Harrison Ford to die, and I've always kind of liked Tim Allen better.
I don't.
I
understand.
do like his choice for Gerard Butler. However, we do need to start thinking of other genders to bring into this, because it's been guys from the start until last time.
Yeah, but we have Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what says that they can't choose someone else?
I'm not saying they can't choose someone else. I'm just saying we could start bringing in other genders.
I did. I brought in Marilyn Monroe.
But in the future,
No shit in the future.
obviously, in the future we have Gerard Butler for next
That
time.
reminds me, in the future, would you fucking alien?
What does it look like?
No. First one you see, would you fucking alien?
Well,
You have no idea about them at all. You just know that they want to have sex.
No.
I would.
Are you talking about like conehead aliens?
No, I'm talking about an alien. What comes to your mind when you think of alien? Alien.
E.T.
Yeah. Would you have sex with them?
No.
You're a horrible person. Don't you want humanity to live on? You're not being a good ambassador.
Listen, I'm not trying to be an ambassador. You just said an alien wanted to have sex with me.
Yeah. Dude fucked an alien. Did you not watch Jay and Silent Bob?
Obviously not.
Oh my god, I'm done with you. And I'm done with this podcast. For this
You know what?
episode.
You know what? I'm just done.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, alright. So that was Creed Johnson, my brother, and he chose to kill Harrison Ford, unfortunately, and he added Gerard Butler. So our next episode, we will be doing Fuck, Marry, Kill on Gerard Butler, Tim the Toolman Taylor, or Tim Allen, and Marilyn Monroe. And maybe someone else will change their mind. Change something up. But until then.
Until that day comes and arises from the midst of the night before.
Okay, yeah. So remember to like this page, download it, send it to your friends, do everything. But also find us on Facebook at ID10T or
Instagram at couple_O_ID10tangos.
Yep. So, and you can also email us at ID10TANGO, that's ID10Tango, at hotmail.com.
And if you vape or have fit in your name, we probably won't follow back.
I will.
You're right, we probably will. We need the
We will. We need the people.
Yeah, we need the people.
But yeah, so get out there, let's make this a thing, and we'll see you later, idiots.
Well, idiots, it's been real. And if you think you have any questions, comments, concerns, bitches, gripes, complaint, or just practical hate mail, find us on Facebook or Instagram. Peace, bitches!